conversations ongoing with Mikael Backlund about an extension. What that looks like dollar or term wise, I have no idea. And could it be an absolutely crippling signing for the cap and age of this club? Yes. Could it be a value deal on a short term where you're still getting good hockey? Could also be that. No idea. But if he's inked, my thought all offseason has been like, he is your captain. All the players basically said it. If he's not inked, I just don't think he can do it because you're probably shopping this guy at the deadline if things don't go well.
So what's the number you're okay with?
I don't even know. Like, I was thinking if it was 2 years, if it was,
you're a freaking pundit. You need to have an answer.
So who would say no to 2 times $4.25? You would.
I think 2 years is too short.
I don't think
the player would say no. Sorry, Dean, what did you say?
Yeah, I don't think you get him at 2. I think it's going to take
35, right? So is he expecting to get signed to 39?
Oh God, this goes into the whole thing. The 2 year
could be an awful sign. It could be great.
The captaincy. 3 years, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, this is the last year of this deal. So if he's signed for 3, he's your captain for 3 if it's a 2-year deal. So, and look, maybe Michael's like, look, I deserve 5 years. And if that's the case, I think everyone should be firing flares in the street being like, don't do that.
What if it's...
But this isn't like 30-year-old somebody or 29-year-old this guy. Like, we're not talking about max term here. And we are talking about a guy that has played very well till this age, but is going to decline here. We know that.
Next question.
Yeah.
With your shitty answer. Okay. Terrible answer.
2 times $4.25. Who says no?
Terrible answer. I forgot.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Just raise your hand when you have it. We'll stop. Dean, when I say that, is that crazy? Like, is Michael saying no? Is that too much money for the Flames? Is that a team-friendly deal? Is that the type of deal you sign when you're saying, I love Calgary, I want to be captain, I'll take less? Like, what would 2 times $4.25 be?
Oh, I think if he would sign 2 times $4.25, the Flames would jump at it.
Yeah, okay.
To have a centerman who's been around forever, right? He's still, I don't see any way that it's less than 3, and it's close to 5. I really, I don't know.
My question doesn't make a lot of sense because you're not sure what the
market is.
Flames are going to be. But my second part to my question was going to be, why doesn't he want to go win?
I think
clearly he believes he can win here.
And to be fair, I think 25 out of 32 teams right now think they can win, maybe more. But I think the more mature 10,000-foot view, I agree with you that this team probably shouldn't think they're contenders, but there's a lot of teams that do this time of year.
But if you're a player, because we've seen this before, where guys don't go, Matt Sundin.
What's going on up there?
I'm not going to go to wherever to try and win. Oh, okay, well, that's nice. It F's us in a way as an organization because we can't move you. But why don't you want to win as a player?
We've talked about it too, though, Retro. It's hard to do, right? You can go and handpick or try and handpick your team, and
you're not going to guarantee yourself, but you're going to try and right. And in a year, he can do that. So
I know.
Yep.
You can re-sign here too if the season goes well, right? Like if you think this is a great spot, you don't have to sign now.
Yeah,
so you're signing to have a captaincy.
It sounds like those two things are correlated, and I get it, but I also, it's not ideal, is it?
No.
That's what it feels like, though, right?
All of this
feels
is non-ideal.
The captaincy.
Yeah, I mean,
because I agree. I don't.
You really want to name a captain, and you can't do it to Backlund, and yet we keep hearing from all the players that were in that room last year when they're talking about last season. They're like, "Yeah, he's the guy."
Well, and they've been echoing that again. Yeah, over the last week, it's been constantly. It's Backlund. It's Backlund. Like it's. And Francis, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he kind of, I think, led down the road that there's a really good chance that this does get done here in the short term. And
so then it's the matter. I don't think anyone has a problem if he becomes your captain if he's got a contract. The question is like, what does that contract look like, and is that a good decision? That's
where
we
paying him to be the captain,
right?
Keep him, or is he giving you a discount to stay here and be your captain? Because those are two different things.
Totally. Yeah, and there's the middle ground there too, right? You'd hope that there's enough where Michael doesn't feel like he's leaving tons of money on the table elsewhere, but also that the team says, "Hey,
I'd be happy.
We can't just politely pay you because we think you deserve to be the captain." I think there should be some middle ground there.
As a fan in an organization, My take would be, please
Short
give
term.
yourself less. Please take a whole bunch less.
Yeah.
And I said it about, who was it? Somebody in San Jose. Was it Joe? Did he play for a final year at like
$1 million or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and he may do that, but it's going to be after this deal. Like I could see Michael coming back on 1-year deals after a 2-year deal forever because I think he's aged brilliantly. He's a great skater, but I would just hate to see like a 4x5 type thing. And just like, oh, you're buying a lot of the back nine there.
And you know what? To your question, if it's a 2-year deal, it's essentially 3 because he's got
1 year left. Yeah.
Right?
It's not
if
3.
the Flames
he's already got one. So
yeah. So I mean, if the Flames can sign him to a 2-year extension, that's 3 years. And if the captaincy matters, then maybe, like you say, maybe
3 million.
Oh, he's better than that. But I know what you're saying. You're at that age. Like how long is he going to be like top 8 or 10 in Selke voting? They just can't expect it anymore.
Wait a minute. I used to argue with you about Giordano like this, and you're like, you're an idiot, Warner. He's a phenomenon. He's a freak. He
is a freak. He won the Norris at 35. Most guys are out of the league at 35. That was his best season he ever had was 35. He is an absolute outlier.
Should have traded him.
We all agree on that one. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the captain conversation. Francis got 2 horses in the race. If he's at 3 downs, get him to pick a couple for me.
Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah. Wasn't Uyghur in the mix too at some point? I mean,
I thought he was a front runner in the summer after the World Championships.
Yeah. Beat the pants off of some country you'd never heard of.
Hey, listen, you guys, Eric Francis is my friend.
He's my pal too.
No, he's not. You hate him. He hates you.
That is absolutely not true. We disagree
Francis, you take runs at him.
on a lot of takes. We get along great. I love having a beer with the guy.
As soon as we get off the show, you start tongue lashing him and calling him names. Yeah.
From the comfort of your basement, you do put me in a lot of precarious positions, Dean.
It's not the basement.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.